Welcome to our today's tutorial topic, major negative and life-altering impacts of lacking self-control in your life, plus 9 reasons why willpower cannot be a substitute for self-control and disciplined life, and 11 questions to identify your values for discovering your powerful whys. For real validation to this topic, please focus only on the content. Kindly ignore my lacunas in pronunciation, tone, expression, accent, grammar, my looks and even these videos background. If you need help on any specific topic or need coaching, mentoring, counseling to overcome the issues, the challenges, the problems you're facing in your personal, professional, business part of life, along with the relationship issues, kindly email me on the IDs given in either of my 2 websites. Please like the videos which adds value to you. Kindly subscribe and share this message about coaching session and the videos with the near and dear ones. Now, coming back to our topic. If you have better self-control and create a disciplined regimen for your big picture and in your life, would you be able to accomplish much greater thing in life? Ask yourself. Self-control is all about doing what you don't like or want to do, but it is essential for that success, that growth and that quality of life which probably you always want and desire. Highly successful people build enviable success stories because of their ability to consciously hold off on immediate pleasure and by conscious and determined follow through on their most powerful passions and dreams. Many of us give in to temptation, instant gratifications and short-term pleasures, which leads to our ignoring the mandatory basics of life. When we lack self-control in our life, there will be these 3 major negative and life-altering impacts in our life. First, inability to control your anger can be for few people, lead to violence and imprisonment, etc. Plus, inability to control your needs for luxuries without working for it. That is, not putting efforts but wanting to have all, which in many cases lead people using scams, theft, impulsive buying and debts and financial ruin. And third, inability to handle peer pressure, which at times leads to drug abuse, alcoholism, crime, unwanted pregnancies and other criminal acts. Why it is so hard to delay gratifications and controlling harmful, strong, impulsive urges? For one reason, delaying gratification in the hope that by doing this you will be able to achieve success in whatever you are looking for does not offer any guarantee of realizing your big dreams, big goals. Like, even if you force yourself to avoid high calorie foods, you still might not be able to lose weight, or that you all social functions and study you still don't do as well in your examinations. Whereas by indulging, you get immediate rewards, pleasure, fun, excitement, sensation. Whether you happily delay gratification and pursue your powerful goals or can't control your urges and impulses depends on your internal wiring. Only when you feel that losing that fun time is no big deal and you are more attuned to your growth, you will be able to beat the fear of missing out and thereby exercise wonderful self-control to accomplish what you feel are your life dreams. In both personal and professional life, ability to delay your gratification is a smart and most powerful strategy. Because when we resist going for quick fixes and we don't go for instant pleasure through unhealthy means, habits and methods, and instead focus on meaningful goals and pursuits, we create and live powerful life. For having self-control, you need to have a very strong faith in your abilities to take actions persistently. Delaying gratification is difficult for most of us and almost impossible for some, because it may fill you with the feelings of being a loser, especially if you have the fear of missing out. Self-control is also difficult to have because it is very illogical and uncomfortable to engage in self-denial or pleasure when all our instincts are to seize the current opportunity for pleasure. And unless you can paint a very powerful, vivid, very attractive and inspiring picture while visualizing your future, having the required motivation to delay, avoid, suppress your instant gratifications and pleasures is almost impossible. When we lose a battle intentionally by focusing on long-term sustainable growth, we do win the war. It is just like many coaches resting their top players in an unimportant game and keep them for the most important ones, or bring them in that moment when the team needs maximum push. If you can create the mental, emotional, physical habit of delaying gratification, impulses, urges, and work on life goals, you will realize that you have transformed from being a mediocre one to become a top-notch performer. Chasing big goals are never easy. It requires motivation, self-discipline, skill, knowledge, resources, inspiration, resilience, persistence, bouncing back from failures to restart, and a great deal of effort. Task and action driven discipline is about getting your to-do list and overall job done. Emotional discipline is less obvious and can be more complicated, but is equally important. This is where we have to push ourselves out of our comfort zone to grow. If you have agitation, irritability, lack of patience, difficulty concentrating, thoughts which makes you emotionally unstable on regular basis, then you need to start working on managing your emotions better immediately. Now, 9 reasons why willpower cannot be a substitute for self-control and disciplined life. First, when we rely only on our willpower, certainly there will be progress, but it will be only sporadic, because the willpower can be used only as an additional boost, as its overuse has limitations and leads to inconsistent results. Then our willpower also gets weakened if the benefits of your long-term goals are very far off in the future. This creates demotivation, which is a willpower buster. Examples could be our everyday activities like playing video games, socializing with your friends in fast food joints and malls will bring you instant pleasure and gratification. If your goals don't have powerful whys for you, putting efforts for your goals will feel like slogging, and hence the willpower will get beaten. Using willpower never deals with and solves the underlying causes of why you are giving in. In most cases, this is because of a strong conflict between your feelings of sensory pleasure, which is very strong, and your long-term goals and values. Willpower is that inner resource which gets fatigued and exhausted with indiscriminate use. Without adequate reserves of willpower, the probability of falling victim to impulsive and irrational behavior becomes very, very high. Self-control is built upon the foundations of intrinsic motivation, which in turn get reinforced and driven by internal and subconscious core needs. To practice self-control, we need to create, accept and understand the consequences of our behavior, long-term, short-term and overall, and then consciously choose to go along with what has the greatest benefits and rewards. Identify your values for discovering your powerful whys by asking yourself these 11 questions. Please add your own to the following list. First, spend now or save now. Have lavish life with no thought of future, or live a comfortable life with a nest of saving. Should you purchase this item only to show off, or forget your ego and live without non-essentials? Invest in self-development to secure future, or flow with the crowd. Pay attention to health or depend on medication. Learn soft skill to make life grand, or sit on with whatever you have accomplished so far. Walk the beaten track or take the risky path as entrepreneurs do. Work for others or launch your own. Smoke or give up. Suffer pain, challenges and struggle to make future promising, or go the easy way. Mend that relationship or live with conflict and misunderstanding by initiating and apologizing. Go for physical pleasures or go for meaningful intimate relationships.